All right. One of the strategies for making your podcast as widespread as possible is to make sure you're in all the places that people listen to audio. Now, one of the newest ones is Amazon Music. You may not know they are offering podcasts now, and you could submit your podcast to be included in Amazon Music. I'm going to walk you through two scenarios that are possible here. Number one is that Amazon Music has already pulled your podcast into their directory by scraping it from somewhere. We're not exactly sure where that might be. If so, you can claim that podcast through your Amazon account and then have control of management of it to a certain degree. If your show is not found in the Amazon Music directory, then you can add it by adding your feed URL. We're going to walk through both scenarios in this video. Stay tuned. All right, this is the page that you need to come to. Right up here's the URL that enables you as a podcaster to take control of your podcast on Amazon Music. Now, if you're not familiar with Amazon Music and how people use it to listen to podcasts, I want you to watch this little video that's coming on the screen right now. This is what Amazon Music looks like for the end user. They're able to click through to the podcast category. They are able to search for podcasts that they're interested in. In this case, you're noticing I'm searching for my show, Podcastification. And then once it comes up, they can follow that show. That's what Amazon calls it instead of subscribing. And then they can listen to episodes right there on Amazon Music. My guess is there's some way that, or will be some way that there will be an app and that sort of stuff that people can use. So when you come to this page on Amazon Music, this is where you add or claim your podcast, and you use this little toggle right here. If you're already signed in, it's going to give you the opportunity to search for your podcast. If you're not signed in, it'll give you the opportunity right here to sign in. So I'm going to continue. And now it says add your podcast. So when you go to add your podcast, it's going to ask you for your feed URL. So you click right here and you paste it in, and you get that from your media host account, and you submit. If your show is already in Amazon Podcasts, then you can say, yeah, send me a confirmation email so I can claim this as ownership. So I'm going to click that, send the confirmation email, and it says it's sent. I have to go to my email and find that. Okay, so in my email, I have found this particular email that says, please verify that you own this podcast. So I'm going to confirm ownership, and it's going to open me right back up to the Amazon thing. And it says you're all set. If your podcast is new to our catalog, it should appear within 24 hours. Once it's live, you'll receive an email, including a shareable link to your podcast page. And that would take us back to the Amazon Music thing that we were at before. Now, what if your podcast is not in Amazon? That's the second scenario that I mentioned. So in a scenario like that, you're going to use the same toggle, add or claim your podcast. And I'm already signed in, so I'm going to continue. And here is where I'm going to put the feed address for a podcast that I know is not included in Amazon Podcasts because I've already searched for it. Okay, so I'm dropping in the feed URL here for my show, How to Podcast Step by Step. And it says, is this your podcast? See, it went and it searched and it found it from the feed. And the very same thing is probably going to happen. I'm going to say, yes, I'm agreeing to their terms of service. Send me the confirmation email. And again, they are saying they have sent me an email. And you can see that email has indeed showed up. So I'm going to confirm ownership. And voila, same thing. I'm all set. And then once I have those things set up, I can come into the promotional tools and use all of these things that they tell me I have access to. I can go through the FAQ, find out other things about my podcast. This really is a very helpful resource. And if you're curious about those terms and conditions, they're right here as well. So, as of April 2021, that's what you need to do to claim your podcast or take control of your podcast on Amazon Music. Hope you find this helpful. If you want to talk podcasting, need consulting, want to know how to make your show go to the next level, hit me up. That's why I'm here.